Fridays Live. This is your host, Rob Lee. I just want to say thank you to Jack Daniels and Jack Honey for supporting local music, local artists. I want to thank everybody for logging on, checking us out. It's been a while. It's been so strange, too. Too divisive out there. It's time to bring some unity into it. So we're bringing you the neighborhood of flavors. And this is straight from Miami into your living room. Coming to the stage first, my girl Ariel Sack.
All right, hi everyone. I'm just gonna dive right into it. I'm a speech therapist by day, so I spend my hours driving from schools to the homes to the clinic, working with children ranging in age from 8 months to 16. I watch parents' dreams shift and reconfigure. I have seen heartbreak in tired eyes. I see unconditional love and indomitable strength in those same two eyes. I hear crying, sometimes for hours straight. I've been bitten, pinched, and slapped. I clean vomit and change wet pants when my client doesn't have the words to tell me they need the bathroom. I've been hugged, loved, and squeezed in a way I never knew existed. I put hands to chests, forgive me, repeatedly, sometimes for months straight. I wait and wait for them to understand, to use their own hand without mine, and there are times when they do. When they make requests with their hands to their chests and they do things that neither of us knew they could do. I have cried, I've sat wide-eyed across from caregivers and told them in different words everything they need to fix. I've told them no pacifiers, no bottles, give them independence, set higher expectations. I've said it will be hard. There will be screaming and crying and tantrums, but I've told them to push through, be tough, put their hands to their chests and make them request. I've told these people how to raise their kids, the kids they spend hours with, when I spend 3 hours at most. I tell them to believe, to be patient, to understand communication is our goal, and sometimes we don't know what that will be. Sometimes there aren't words, but there are gestures and signs, and if this child can look you in your eyes and tell you things in silence, then that is success. I tell them I love their children because I do. I tell them good job because they're doing a good job, and it shows. I've met strangers and cared for their kids as if they were my own. I've watched them grow, all of them, caregivers included. I've seen fathers move from denial to acceptance to utter shock when they see what their child can actually achieve. I have seen milestones reached, meaningful sounds for the first time out of a 6-year-old's mouth. I've been told thank you more times than I can count. Each time meaning as much as the first. I have been a therapist to parents when they needed a sounding board. I've battled with insecurities and nerves, worried I may not be able to help a child I desperately want to help. I've been wrong. I've learned I can do things I never knew I could. I've been taught by the children we teach. I've learned compassion, resilience, and the purest of loves. I spend my days with children I miss on the weekends, loving them first, then teaching them. I set expectations that may seem unreachable but never impossible. I assure the parents of these children that anything is possible. Even if we have to shift and change and make new dreams, there will be crying and headaches and screams, but there will be hugs and love and sounds we've never heard. There will be smiles we've never seen, and we get to see these children proud of what they've done, and everything will be worth it. So I tell them, keep going, because your children deserve it.
Give it up for Ariel Sack. You're coming up to the stage next. You know, it's always a pleasure to have this brother with us, man. Play it low, play it low. You may have seen him on the Chappelle Show. That's out on Netflix again right now. Or you may have seen him in Amy Schumer's last movie, I Feel Pretty. He's got his own special right now out on YouTube and on Amazon Prime, Brain Humor. Please help me welcome my good friend, Kyle Grooves.
I'm happy to be around people, man. I've been kind of quarantined with my family for the last 6 months. I haven't been going out, been around too many adults, so I've been listening to a lot of Kids Bop. I don't even hear contemporary music anymore until it comes out on Kids Bop, Like Kids Bop, they always take a regular song on the radio and turn it and flip it and make it to a kid's version, like they'll make it some positive, like instead of bad bitch, they'll make it a good friend. You know what I mean? Like, you could have had a good friend, but you didn't. You know, that type of stuff, you know. And I'm waiting for WAP to come out on Kids Bop, you know, to get a version, you know. Because they're going to turn it to something positive. Be like, we are people. We are people. Unless they get risque, be like, wet-ass playground. I don't know. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man. Let's talk about the police. I haven't had too many problems with the police. I'm gonna be real. I haven't had too many. Cause I grew up in Jersey, Linden, New Jersey. I played baseball for the Police Athletic League. They taught us to play baseball, work well with others, so they don't have to respect authority, so they don't have to kick your ass later, you know. And I haven't had too many problems with the police, you know. I've been pulled over at least 2, 3, 4, maybe 90 times in my life. 90% was legitimate. You know, I was either running a red light or speeding or hiding in the bushes or some shit. But like 10% was bullshit. They was just checking me out, see what I was doing in that neighborhood, you know. Which makes me feel weird because, you know, you just land of the free, you know, and I test racism sometimes. Sometimes I'll go jogging through an affluent neighborhood just to see if somebody gonna say something, you know. I mean, I carry a big screen TV, but, you know, that shouldn't be a problem. You say this is America, right? A brother can't run down the street carrying a big screen and not look suspicious. But I did get a police officer let me go a few times, man. I remember officer, he didn't see me smoking weed, but I had smoked weed you know, before we interacted with each other. And, you know, because my friend was I was in New York City, and a friend of mine was driving back to Detroit, and he wanted to know how to get back here to get the road out of town, you know, on his highway, get the highway. And I said, follow me through the Lincoln Tunnel. And, you know, first we smoked weed. First we broke bread, which we smoked a blunt. And then I gave him whatever weed I had because he was dry, and I didn't want him to be out of weed on his journey back home. That's just a gentleman thing to do, you know. And he followed me to the Lincoln Tunnel, and the police pulled me over, and then he kept going with my weed. So I knew I wasn't dirty, and I was comfortable, and the cop pulled me. He was like, a license, registration, insurance, and I gave it to him. And then he came back to the car and he was like, here, you have a good night, Mr. Grooms, and lay off the weed. I was like, oh, shit. You must be, you gonna make detective because you sharp. I didn't think you knew. No, I'm bullshit. But, yeah, I remember the police pulled me over once. I was working at a TV station, and I was going to a Christmas party, and when it was in a nice neighborhood, and when I got in the neighborhood, the police pulled me over, and they said, they asked me where I was going, and then they said, wanted me to give them the license. No, what the hell am I talking about? They wanted me to give them the phone number to where I was going to see if that's where I was really going, you know, so they had to call and verify why I was in this neighborhood, and then they called the host of the party, and they had to verify. I felt like I had to show my freedom papers, basically, you know. I'm just going to the Johnson plantation. I'm taking this sugar cane up to the Johnson plantation. It's going to be a Merry Christmas. It's okay to laugh at a slave joke, you know. Because some people don't get uncomfortable with slavery as if you got brothers chained in your basement, you know. So, I want to thank you guys for listening. If you enjoyed me, I'm Kyle Grooms. If not, I'm Dave Chappelle.
The perfect ending to that set. Give it up one more time for my man Kyle Grooms. And by the way, Neighborhood Flavors, Speak Fridays Live, Neighborhood Flavors. Thank you to our sponsors, our partners, Jack Daniels Honey. We are embracing artistry in Miami. We are embracing diversity. This is the flavor of the show. I'm giving you all kinds of different, just snippets of what Miami is all about, snippets of what we've got cooking down here in the South. And coming up to the stage next, matter of fact, before I introduce this next act, play it low a little bit. Hit us up on Instagram, DM us whatever your thoughts are, questions, comments. We love the interaction with our audience, and it's tough to do, as evidenced by some of the sets here tonight. It just is what it is. It's real, and we're giving it to you real. There's no faking the funk. This is what it is, and we hope that you enjoy it, and we hope you see it for what it is. And yeah, support this. You know what, Jack Daniels, thank you for your support with highlighting artistry in Miami. And coming up to the stage next, he's been rocking with us for several years, man. And I'm talking about he is one of the most prolific poets here in South Florida. Not even Miami, in South Florida. In Florida. I go as far as to say on the East Coast. Please, snap your fingers, raise your glasses, do something. Show him some love. And everybody in this room, let this be a lesson to us too. Let's be interactive with the acts. Let's give them some love. Coming up next, put your hands together for my man, Calvin Early Made Son.
I am trying daily and failing often. I am often awkward and harder to talk to. I find compliments uncomfortable. I know that self-doubt is a sickness, so practice is the only action I can take against my imposter syndrome. I am confidence in a malleable state. Whenever I'm somewhere I ain't never been, around people I ain't never met, I find it difficult to network without some form of formal introduction. Like if I perform for them, then maybe they'll come forward first, because poems are great conversation starters, and I'm a lot shyer than I sound. Something about being the person always speaking makes it seem as though it's easy to do so. I am funny to those who say so, but only because I keep company with people who speak through their flaws. I know that laughter is what the walls talk about whenever they do. I am a fly and a confidant. They thank me for being a friend, and I am grateful. I am curious to a fault. Both George and I know what it's like having a habit of asking questions we can't handle the answers to. I can't tell you what it feels like to cry and not question it. I find tears irrelevant and rarely productive. I am selfish and self-aware and self-centered. I learned self-preservation the same way that a brick learns to swim. Everything is as heavy as it's ever been. I've just gotten better at staying afloat. I'm from Dade by way of my mother's womb. I know a lot about pretty beaches and half-told truths. I am mango salad and Trick Daddy on repeat. I write poems for Auntie and Lil' Bruh and them. I'm who Jit talk to when he don't talk to nobody else. Listen, I am community and culture and mentorship, a superhero's apprentice, a relentless learner and a burner at both ends. I am a professional procrastinator. I am put it off until later, and then wait until the adrenaline makes you more creative, or late enough to make creative excuses. I am logic and contradiction and common sense. I am trying daily. I am failing often. I am often awkward and harder to talk to, but I am always open. Thank you. So again, it's Calvin Made Son Early, from here, born and raised in Miami, Florida, the greatest city on earth. No matter what anybody thinks, it is home, it is where we love, it is where we live. It is the reason why so many people from where you from are coming here. They enjoy it. They love it. I've been rocking out with Speak Fridays for quite some time now, and it's always amazing to see the growth and the elevation and what they bring to the city and what they offer to artists, the platform that is offered, and more importantly, to consistently be a staple. It simply means that you are putting out something that people love, that people enjoy. You understand what I'm saying? So having this platform, having this opportunity is everything for artists here. It is what we need. It is what we need to continue. We need more of it. Thank you.
One more time for Calvin. Made Sun Early. And yeah, it's different, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I feel it. The artists feel it. Everybody feel it. You feel it the most. And we thank you for riding with us. It's a transition. Here I go wiping down the microphone. It's a transition. We're just learning the new normal. And that's it. We gotta take the change head on. There's no nibbling at it. The change is here. We gotta embrace that. Just like we embrace differences. We gotta move forward. We gotta take chances. Take a risk. Be open. Do some stuff. We're in the studio. We're coming to you live. It's gonna be take after take, and we're gonna mess up, and you're gonna laugh, and you're gonna be like, ah, but that's okay. Because this is the first one. And there's many more to come. And we're just gonna get better and better and better and better, and you're gonna love it and love it and love it. This is Miami. We're repping you. The best is yet to come. And coming up to the stage next. And don't forget to DM us at Speak Fridays. We want to hear your comments. Be brutally honest. Ask questions. Somebody DM'd us on the last round. And they were like, yo, Playlo, the question I got was, if 2020 was a movie, what would be the name of the movie? We don't have a live audience, but we have us in here. Jack, if 2020 was a movie. G, if 2020 was a movie. And don't say Armageddon, because that's, yeah. Tony. Somebody. Wait.
12 Monkeys.
Ooh. No, man. Let's go with an original title. Something that you made up. And if you at home have an idea, DM that idea. If 2020 was a movie, what would be the title? But I am going to bring up the next act. She is wonderful. She is lovely. She is Miami personified. I don't know where she's from originally, but she is here now, and we are happy to have her here. Her influence, her style is influenced by jazz and all kinds of just forward-thinking, progressive type music, man. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. Please put your hands together. Raise your drinks. Snap your fingers. Band, turn up for my girl, Cessi Leon.
All right. Hey everybody, my name is Cessi. Yeah, let's just get right into it. We're gonna play a couple songs. This first one's called Broke by Sam Henshaw. It's been a week from hell. I lost my job at Five Guys. My girl just kicked me out. She says I'm lame. Maybe she's got a point. Who gets the sack from Five Guys? She thinks I'm so incapable of change. Well, I can cut down on my sleep, give you what you need, make time to make time. Girl, I can stop procrastinating. Oh, be a little more prepared, show you that I care, I love you, I swear, girl. Oh, but tell me if I wasn't broke, would you spend more time with me like you say you do? Tell me what I'm supposed to do, 'cause the only thing I need is to be loved by you. Oh, I'm starting out my 7th day of sofa surfing, parading in my Calvins with no shame. I think and said to myself, I hit the low. Tell you I got no one to blame. Oh, maybe I can cut down on my sleep, give you what you need, make time to make time. I can stop procrastinating. Oh, I'll be a little more prepared, show you that I care, I love you, I swear, girl. Oh. But tell me if I wasn't broke, yeah, would you spend more time with me like you say you do? Tell me what I'm supposed to do, 'cause the only thing I need is to be loved by you. Oh, if I wasn't broke, would you spend more time with me like you say? Cool. All right, cool. So, hope you guys have been enjoying the show so far. We're going to do one last tune. This is actually an original tune of mine that just released last week. It's called Make It Easy. Cessi Leon, go stream it. But yeah, we hope you guys enjoy that one. God is yourself, walk around like no one knows and no one cares. How do you do it? Curious yet fair. Where do you go when you enter my mind? And all I can see are your crooked teeth and perfect smile. Wish I could see myself in you. do the things you do. Someone tells me you think the same. Let me try and help you play the game. I will make it easy for you. Find the courage to say hello. I'll admit this curiosity is giving me hope. But I don't know what I'm waiting for. So close, yet so far away. You're right there, but I can't find the words to say. Footsteps barely make a sound, but there's an echo down the way. A love that feels like sunshine and eyes that feel like rain. Wish you could see yourself through me, 'cause an angel walks my dreams. But you don't think I feel that way. Let me try and help you play the game. I will make it easy for you. Find the courage to say hello. I'll admit this curiosity is giving me hope. Oh, but I don't know what I'm waiting for. I'm so sick of burning daylight. Static energy won't flow no more. I'll admit this stress is killing me. But you won't approach. Oh, but I don't know what I'm waiting for. What I'm waiting for. Oh, but I don't know what I'm waiting for. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Oh, what I'm waiting for.
Cessi Leon. One more round of applause from the band, from everybody in the room. Yes. Yes. Where can they find you?
Awesome. You can find me on Instagram at Cessi Leon Music, and also stream my song all streaming services. It's called Make It Easy.
Make it easy. Well, you just made it easy for us. That was dope. Thank you so very much. And yo, big props to the band. Tony Flo on drums. They play that track. Play that track. Come on, play that track. That shit was dope. We're gonna outro to a little break, and we're gonna go into some mixology sessions right now. So yeah, I just wanted some background music while we rock out. One more time for Cessi Leon. Big ups, girl. We expect a lot of great things from you, Cessi. My man, Diego Melgar, killing it on guitar over here. Yeah. Not to mention Mr. Alex Arnott, holding it down with the bass. I am your host, Rob Lee. This is Speak Fridays Live. Getting it straight. We're gonna kick it. My girl Anna outside. She's gonna take us through some mixology sessions. But we'll be right back with more show after this.
Hey guys, welcome to Speak Fridays Live, where tonight we will be making some cocktails with Don, featuring Jack Honey's Neighborhood Flavors. What are we making tonight?
Alright guys, so tonight we're going to be making a couple of drinks, but we're going to go ahead and get started with our Jack Honey. What we're going to be making is Jack Honey and ginger beer. Cool? So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab our Jack Honey. We're going to pour 2 ounces of liquor into our jigger here. And we're just going to go ahead and splash that into our glass. You could use any ginger beer flavor you want to. I'm gonna go ahead and use the best Jamaican ginger beer, seen this. And we're gonna pour that into the glass like so. You hear that fizz? And there we have it.
And what's so special about this cocktail?
So the Jack Honey, I think the honey and the ginger beer, they contrast very nicely, and we're using our Jack Tennessee honey. What that is our whiskey infused with honey liqueur.
Oh, nice. And for what occasions would someone want to drink this cocktail?
Honestly, I can drink it any day, but you can drink it for the holidays. You know, we're coming up into Thanksgiving, we're coming up to the, Christmas, the Hanukkah, the Kwanzaa, everything coming up. I think it's a perfect holiday cocktail.
Awesome, awesome. Well, cheers. All right, guys, we're moving on to our second cocktail, which is...
We're going to be making an apple old fashioned.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why Jack Apple?
Jack Apple, I think it gives a nice little twist to the old fashioned. Most times the old fashioned is made with regular whiskey, but I think you're going to add some pizzazz because, we got some flavor down here in Miami.
Sounds interesting, just like the concept neighborhood flavors.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get started, make sure you guys text to win Jack Honey MIA at 68405 for a chance to win some wireless earbuds, Bluetooth speaker, or a personal fitness tracker. Let's text. Hey! All right, let's get started.
All right, cool, let's get started. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our Jack Apple, and we're going to pour 2 ounces. Pour that off into your mixing glass. Put that to the side. From there, we're gonna grab some triple sec, and we're gonna pour 1/2 ounce. And then lastly, we're gonna get some orange bitters. We're gonna do like 3 dashes of bitters in here. So let's go 1, 2, 3. And there we ice the glass, and we're gonna go ahead and mix. Next thing, most old fashions are made stirred, not mixed. Shaken back. We're gonna mix that bad boy. All right. I'm gonna grab your cup. And enjoy.
That's right, guys. Remember, you can actually follow these recipes and make them from the comfort of your home using any of Jack Daniel's products.
Second half of the show is going on like this. It's going down like this. Coming up to the stage next, we're going to keep the energy flowing. Keep it going. Keep it going. It's the flavors of the neighborhood, baby. Sponsored by Jack Daniels, Jack Honey. Here we go. Coming up to the stage next, my man, comedian extraordinaire, spending half his time between Miami and the other half in LA. Put your hands together, snap your fingers, stomp your feet for my man, Mike Menendez.
Give it up for Robert Lee out there. Robert Easy E. Lee is what I call him. All right, don't. I'll keep playing. Yeah. A little lower so they can hear me. Okay, a little higher. A little higher. All right, now really, really loud so I can say some fucked up shit but no one hears me. Like really loud. And underneath girls! All right, cut it. Oh God, it felt good to get that out. All right, slow down a little bit. You're not the stars. Just a little bit. Just score this shit. Jesus Christ. You haven't blinked since I got up here, and it's scaring the shit out of me. All right. Next thought. The other day I saw Meryl Streep on television, and I was like, I want to fuck Meryl Streep. But then I was like, no, I don't want to fuck Meryl Streep. Not because she's not attractive, But because if she faked an orgasm, how would I know? You know what I mean? She's the greatest actress of all time. And I can't deal with that kind of insecurity. You know? I've been writing down a lot of thoughts. You're really going to enjoy them. If two brothers who are Eskimos fuck the same woman, are they fraternity brothers now? I don't know how it works. That was okay. That was fine. I have a friend of mine. His name is Steve. And Steve always yells at the bar every time we see a beautiful Chinese woman. We say, Steve, why don't you talk to her? And Steve always says, Chinese women are not my type. And I just want to let you know, I've known Steve for 20 years now, and Chinese women did not like Steve first. That's all I'm going to say. He's telling me he quit a job that I know he got fired from. I hope Steve figures it out. Oedipus complex. You know, a lot of psychologists think men want to have sex with their mother, but I don't. What's it called when I don't want to have sex with my mother, but I want to have sex with all your mothers? I'm a motherfucker. That's good. Yeah, that hits. That hits good. I've spent a lot of time at home looking up pictures of beauty, and I've been able to look through Instagram and Google Images because I've never had time to really establish who is the most beautiful woman on earth. And after much research, the most beautiful woman on earth is Timothée Chalamet. Took a lot of research. Matter of fact, when I wrote this joke, I spelled his name wrong 3 times and I had to look it up. So here's the first 3 drafts of that joke. The most beautiful woman in the world is Timothée Chardonnay. That's 1. The most beautiful woman in the world is Timothée Chalamet. That's 2. And the last one, the most beautiful woman in the world is Timothy Shamalama Ding Dong. I'm very happy to invite you into my process. You ever notice that all the people that won't wear a mask are ugly as fuck? That's weird as shit to me. Every time I see someone at Walmart just yelling like, oh my God, I shouldn't have to wear a mask. I'm like, goddamn right, you should have to wear a burqa. What aisle are the burqas in? Oh, next to the scuba gear? I never knew would have known. Oh, I hit it on the last one real good. I hit on the last one very good. It's fantastic. I've gotten to spend some time with my grandmother. She's really wonderful. But I've been in LA for like 7 years now, so I've been speaking Spanish with people who are not my grandmother. And I come back and I speak Spanish to my grandmother. She goes, Michael, hablas español como un mexicano. She says, I speak Spanish like a Mexican. And I said, you've been here for 40 goddamn years and can't speak a word of English. And she goes, I speak English. And I said, you speak English like a Mexican. And then we high-fived and went and beat the shit out of a piñata. 2 Mexicans coming together. Oh, God. I hope the 6 people that see this don't tell anybody. You can't tickle yourself. You need somebody else. That's what I miss the most about being around people. I can't tickle myself. I cannot surprise myself and go, stop it, me. I can't. I miss you guys. Let's tickle soon. This is the most boring plague in the history of mankind. Does anyone else agree? I'm serious. This is the most boring. Because of social media, this is the most boring fucking plague in the history of mankind. You want to know why? Because there's no mystery of who's dead or not. Because they're all on social media. It's terrible. Like, I wish I would have been in the bubonic plague in the Middle Ages when there's like a rat fucked up Europe for like 2 years. Because you didn't know who was alive. And then that first day you came out, and you're like, Luther, you're alive! That's amazing! I thought I was going to have to get a new blacksmith. Good day. All right, I wrote a poem for this occasion. Can you guys just stop playing for a second? Thanks so much. Great drum kick. Right, just because this is not funny. This pandemic's not funny. And I got really serious while I was writing it home. So this is the poem. God, make it stop! Flip, flop, drip, drop. End the poem. Play. Bang. That's what I like about poems. If no one reacts, that means it was good. Snap. snap. And if you don't got arms, like, do this shit. I don't know what. Just show me that you love it. I'm a really nice guy, man. I hate musicians, man. You guys get all the ass, man. It's amazing. Serious. I made one decision. When I get out of quarantine, I'm gonna stop being a nice guy. I'm gonna be a bad boy. Women like bad boys. I read that in a blog I wrote in high school, and I like that dude's writing. But I'm gonna be the baddest boy. That's why next woman I meet that I'm attracted to, I'm gonna rope her into a Ponzi scheme and take her for everything that she is worth. And when she says, I have nothing left because of you, I'll be like, sounds like you could use some dinner. That's the thing, if the joke's not good, band's still playing. It's fun. Who gives a fuck? The results, everyone talks about the results of the election. These are the first results I've ever heard anyone care about. You know what was the worst result of all time? The first season of Flavor of Love was the wrong result. You know how I know it was the wrong result? Because there was a second season of Flavor of Love. He could never find anyone to be on the same time. Oh, this was dark. I hope all my exes are safe in the desert that I buried them in. I don't know what that means, but I wrote that one night, and I hope there's someone out there who'd be like, yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, I like that a lot. Probably the dude with no arms. He's like, I like that a lot. Snaps. I've been thinking a lot about, like, my family and everything in my life, you know what I mean? I think a lot of us are thinking about our mortality and everything like that. You know, like, I don't mean to be too grim, but I just want to make sure whatever I do at the end of my life that I don't, like, leave my family in turmoil. Like, you ever see people that they leave their family in debt? I'm not going to do that shit. Matter of fact, I think if you leave your family in debt, you should have to take out ad space on your tombstone to repay that shit. I really do think that. Like, for instance, if I was a piece of shit, which I'm not, I drink Jack Daniel's apple. Not a piece of shit. If I was a piece of shit, and at the end of my life, I left my family in debt, on my tombstone it should read, Mike Menendez, 1988 to 2020, good friend, good son, and bought all his stamps at stamps.com. Click the link. Click the link. I hope I get paid by Jack Daniels and stamps.com. Click the link. Matter of fact, I've been trying to look for a tattoo. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to get a link on my fucking... just like you come up to me and you click on my tattoo and you go right to Amazon. Oh, God. So stupid. Yeah. On the other side of things, if you're a rich person and you leave your family without a will, you should have to be the piñata at your funeral. Like, all the money you made, stuff that shit into you and give all your family members 10 seconds with a stick. That's justice to me. All right, next thought. I come from a big family. There's only 3 of us, but those other 3 are fat as fuck, man. Say, okay, no, but that's stupid. We just had an election come up, and we just had an election come up. I don't know. I like Democrats and Republicans. I really do. I like them both. I do. I consider myself a Democrat because missionary is my 4th favorite position, but I like both. You know what I mean? It's weird, man. If you go by how many women I had sex with, Trump did way better than Obama. But that's not how we go by things. That's the point I'm trying to make. Yeah, they're gonna play the song. That one did not hit. Yeah, keep it going. I'm not married because I don't want to get divorced. That's it. It's not that I don't want to get married. It's that I don't want to get divorced. Does that make sense? Like you can't get divorced if you don't get married first. You know what I mean? Like people no one dogs out marriage. Everyone dogs out divorce. Everyone's like, divorce is the worst. 50% of marriages end in divorce. Did you know that 100% of divorces begin in marriage? Did you guys know that statistic? That was also in my blog, and I researched it. Yeah. People think I'm not good with women. They would be wrong. I am very smooth. In fact, one time I dated conjoined twins. Yeah. Two women attached to each other at the arm. I dated conjoined twins, and it ended tragically when they found out about each other. That's how smooth I am. I talked to the left like she was the right and fucked everything up. You know what I mean? Oh, it's the end of the world. Everybody laugh. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not sure if I'm getting paid for this gig, but I want to make sure I get paid for this gig. Can you stop the music for a second? I got another poem. Sorry, guys. I hope you don't hear my tears dripping on the microphone. I love being funny. I don't do it for the money. I just do it for some friends and some Jack Daniels honey. Pay me, motherfuckers! Play that shit! Woo! Pay me! Hey, I've had a lot of fun. Give it up for the band. Give it up for Robert Lee. Robert Lee. Thank you so much, everybody. Stay safe out there. Wear your mask. Wear your condoms. I'm out. Have a good night.
Mike Menendez, and the band. Woo! That was a lot of fun. I think we've hit a groove. I think we have found our groove. And coming up next, don't forget to DM us at Speak Fridays with your thoughts, questions, whatever it is on your mind. We welcome all comments. Coming up to the stage next, he is one of the most talented and love-oriented poets that I know. This guy could write a poem about the pandemic and people will fall in love. He is just that good. Please snap your fingers, stomp your feet. Check out the flavor we got for you coming up next. My man Stephen St. James.
If stars could tell secrets, you and I would go to every single one of them and beg them to keep them. You see, life is defined by moments like this. Moments that are long gone, but I still find myself licking my lips trying to retaste every single kiss. And look, I've never really been a fan of rushing. But there's something about car talk and music play that make for one hell of a good day. Like she must know every single thing about me. I think I'm starting to know everything about her too. Almost like we'd known each other somewhere far off where we weren't just two ones, but 1, 2. What's really driving me crazy is that she produces so much poetry and yet proves it wrong constantly. Telling me things like whether we're compatible or not due to the power of her glimmer glamour astronomy, and maybe she's right. I mean, what do I know? Before this moment, I had never even imagined it to be so, and now everything I thought I knew has changed. I mean, we connect on every single level, pursuits of sin, but I know good and well that I'm the devil. You see, pitchfork and all, I was never an angel before this moment, but now in this moment, I have definitely had a fall. Close your eyes. Listen. The sound of the pitter-patter of raindrops on the hood of her car is the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. And I know it sounds crazy and maybe even a little absurd, but even my senses were different. And if you've ever been in a moment like this, you know it's not just momentary, but it's now, forevermore, and has been pre-existent. I wanted nothing else but to leave everything else behind and just live within it. And she turned to me and she said she was going crazy. I said, this has to be a dream. She said I was definitely someone that she could love and run away with, so I went and I grabbed my keys. I said, let's go somewhere far. So far so that for those who knew us, we'd be nothing more than a myth, and if we ever got stopped and questioned on our perfections, girl, we'll just plead the fifth and we'll never get caught. And shrouded in the mystery of our once having existed, we'll live lives better than we had ever lived before. Once true, but now just some confused, tangled up lore. And she told me she wanted to hear poetry. Poetry. You know, I didn't think about it then, but looking back now, I know that I should have said something like love isn't comfortable. So get out of your comfort zone. Only those who take chances get to truly be romantic. You see, there's this darkness inside of us, and I want to set it free so that we can see who we would be if we let our capacity for love only consist of you and me. And even if you never spoke to me again, I'd still be happy because you've created in me a never-ending trend, one that I will never forget because it fills me with hope where I used to have regret. And so I pray it never leaves me because it completely and utterly relieves me. So I'll always refer back to this moment and continue basking because to me, you will always be my little Miss Everlasting. And she is. But the problem is, she's so much cooler than me. Seriously, I mean, I'm still here left waiting for eternity while she's already halfway down the street. She's not discreet. She announces her leave with ease as if everything ceased to be the moment of our departure. And now it's just hurting like I've lost her. And I've never really been one left wanting, but there's something about the embrace of her soft, loving kiss that's got me running through the halls looking for her sign-up sheet on all the walls and signing up for all of her classes because in her, I definitely want and need more practice. Girl, teach me, all of you. I was so uneducated in the ways of love until you came parading on through. And I get it. Trust me, I get it. Like, red flags are going up left and right. Like, love shouldn't hide at night and then disappear first light. But I don't even care, because right now she's got me scorning the rules. Every other girl's looking like chocolate coins, and she's looking like actual jewels. And so I say all this in closing in the hopes that maybe she's out there somewhere listening. If you felt guilty for that night or possibly anymore after, girl, just give me the blame. Because if I were to make a list that consists of all the things that I want in a woman, the list would simply consist of your name. We're just a couple of hopeless romantics looking to be comfortable, but to me, hopeless doesn't sound all that comfortable, so why don't we take some chances and be romantic? You see, if stars could tell secrets, you and I would go to every single one of them and beg them to keep them, but as you're going to the next one, I would turn back to the previous one and say, tell everyone. I need them to know. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the show. My name was Stephen St. James. You can check me out on my Instagram at @SSaintPoetry. That's @SSaintPoetry on Instagram. I got all kinds of poems going up every single week. Thank you so much for watching. Rob.
Keep it going for Stephen St. James. Amazing poet, right? Amazing. Keep it going for the band. Coming to you live from somewhere in Miami, Florida. It's Speak Fridays, baby. And coming up right now, my man, Spaz. Spaz, come on up, baby.
Yeah, man. Tony Flo, the motherfucker. What's going on, fellas? Yeah. Speak Fridays. What they do is a click. I go by the name of Spaz. Let me get this bullshit off me. Yeah. I appreciate y'all for having me out here. I go by the name of Spaz. SPAZ305 on Instagram. I got 2 cameras in front of me, so I'm feeling like the shit right now. It's been a minute. I ain't been out here in a minute. 2020 got me down. How about y'all? Y'all straight? We gonna go in without further ado. Once again, I go by the name of Spaz. I haven't done this shit in a minute. It's gonna be interesting. It's some live shit. Let's go. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Highly in the building to be exact. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, I'm motivated to an extent. Don't blame me for a sucker though. Jumping to conclusions by my moves and what I know. How I go about my ways and what I gotta pay. Ain't trying to play the lottery, instead I gotta moderate. Line away, trying to break my head on how I gotta take another way about this bitch. It's not my day. Never mind me, I'm blitzing on the page. It's just hard to play it off when it's written on my face. Then my everyday mannerisms happen to change. Everyone starts to notice I'm acting a little strange. Then it gains attention. Change directions. Back to this. Couldn't take it as it is. Label that as hazardous, but that's a bit too far. Lethal with the pen. Killing while I'm spitting, so it's equal with the phlegm. It's on point, a long joint decreasing in size. Expanding that possibility that reaches your eyes. Giving them wise words, still concerned with the ignorant. Try to be tolerant, but now my nerves getting sick of it. I'm just letting y'all know now, when it goes down, you bear witness to skill, fitness, and know-how. So watch your mouth, fool, don't get smacked. Trying to teach that as a lesson, boys, don't hit back. Act reckless if you want, jumping on this track. Bitch, chiller, that windshield gon' get cracked. Black, watch your mouth, fool, don't get smacked. Trying to teach that as a lesson, boys, don't hit back. Act reckless if you want, jumping on this track. Now, bitch, chill, yo. Yo, hey yo, the batter up, these little leaguers working the fence. On that other team, sucker clean versus intense. I work with respect versus leave them hurting the neck. With every single word injected, it's a permanent check. I got it, 100, they ain't even reached that 3%. Learn the steps, now I'm on the floor working it. Tired of having playing that cut without a spotlight. Top sight, hit your mouth like a hot Sprite on a summer day. If that's the way I wanna play, fuck it, stay on your own side. Either way I'm gon' ride, got this shit bone dry. Gotta replenish it, fake ass rappers ain't even got their membership. Remember, this is hip-hop, only right that I represent. Even if it's effortless, them boys wouldn't step to this. Was never meant to switch, sticking it to every inch. Giving it to any bitch till I get an empty clip and reload. Simple as it's gotta be slow. Either that or I've been here watching a comedy show, for real. 316s or a 10-bar track, I send that ass flying 10 yards back, right off back, get 'em. Watch your mouth, fool, don't get smacked. Trying to teach that as a lesson, boys, don't hit back. Act reckless if you want, jumping on this track. Bitch, chiller, that windshield gon' get cracked. I tell 'em, watch your mouth, fool, don't get smacked. Trying to teach that as a lesson, boys, don't hit back. Act reckless if you want, jumping on this track. Fuck it, everybody in the spot, let's do this, yo. Say, everybody say, do that shit, do that shit, do it. Let's go. Say, everybody say, do that shit, do that shit, do it. Everybody at the crib, say, everybody say, do that shit, do that shit, do it. Come on, man. Dicks out on the Zoom or whatever 2020 shit. Let's go. Yo. Once again, I go by the name of Spaz, SPAZ305 on Instagram. Shout out to Speak Friday. Shout out to Jack Daniels. You already know.
Make some noise for my man Spaz. Make some more noise for the band. Diego Melgar on guitar. On bass tonight, none other than Alex Arnott. Alex. On drums, none other than our music producer, our music director, our music magician, my man Tony Flo on drums. And that's how we do it, y'all. Neighborhood flavors, Miami style. Speak Fridays live. IG, DM us at Speak Fridays. We'll see y'all next week. We hope you enjoyed the show. Jack Daniels, we thank you for your support of local artistry. All the artists that performed tonight, we thank you all. Spies, big up. All the production staff, thank you all so much. It doesn't work without all of us. It's a team effort here down at Speak, man. And we're all different in our own way, and that's what makes it cool. So go out there and love on each other, smile at somebody, and make this world a better place. We love you. See you next week.